The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from the Steel City. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this one out. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
They get 11. First down.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the #1 receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline. It really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there, and I know it's zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety out there, and now you tell the offense that it's man coverage? So the versatility and the chess piece that is the running back position, it could do so much to help not only the play caller, but also the quarterback.
On first down, Tagovailoa.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie, here's Devon Achane. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
A shotgun snap for Tua. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. And 10. Right to the air, it's Fields. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's got Fryermuth open on the left side.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He will have a Steelers first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Now he'll run it.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
He'll try to run for it with Harris. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That's complete. Calvin Austin. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a 1st down. Throwing is Fields. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down. Fields. He'll find his tight end, Michael Pruitt. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure that in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's caught in stride by the Cheetah. And he'll be taken down all the way way up past the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Tua now on 1st down. That's to the sideline and hauled in by Smith. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Tua to throw again. A quick slant caught by Hill. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Again, it's Tua. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. Fields to throw for it. That's going to be caught. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Tua going to give it to Achane. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Tua. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown, Miami.
I really like the play design here, and this is simply just the idea of, all right, who are some of our best players, and let's get them in really good situations and matchups. And he's able to take a running back, put him out there in a more traditional wide receiver spot, and just say, hey, quick slant, we're going to put it on you, go win. And the ball's right on the money, and easy touchdown.
Calvin Austin now from his own end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. To throw is feet. That'll be intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. Back to throw is 2. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by their rookie corner.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Steelers offense ready to get back at it. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. On 1st and 10, Fields. He's got it! And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. An even 100 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
Now, this is going to be returned from deep in the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. To throw is Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. Quick throw on the slant, taken in by Smith. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's Achane. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. And that one, well, It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On the carry, here's A-Chain. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Third down and 9. Now it's Tua. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. No easy completions. And this defense.
This is intercepted. We saw it earlier. The defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Sanders here for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Dolphins will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense about ready to take over once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. He'll let this go for Pickens. Inside the 30. And he will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. The Dolphins offense ready to get back to work. They're searching here for the tying score. Down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They are going for it. It's Tagovailoa. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Fields now to throw on first down. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That one knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jordan Poyer had the good coverage, and he knocks that one away. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Got his man at the 6, and he will score. Calvin Austin, touchdown Pittsburgh. Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense going to take over just before the half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 31 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Tua. Going for it all. That is caught. What a throw. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown, Dolphins. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are back to within 7. It's 28-21. Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Here we go. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll let this go for Pickens. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. So the numbers starting to pile up here early. We haven't reached halftime, and he's already thrown 4 touchdown passes. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Now a 1st down throw for Tua. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. So we come to halftime. And instead, well, we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone. A 1st down throw for Fields. This one grabbed by Austin. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And they will finally run him down. First down. Fields. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. He's got it at the 7. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain 1 additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll run with H.A. And a sigh of relief. He gets a 1st down up past the 10 and out to the 13. They'll stay on the ground with H.N. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Tua. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. And he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and we're going to have to punt it away. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's to the sideline and hauled in by Smith. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. That's caught in stride by the Cheetah. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now Tua. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
That's catch 3 just on this drop, and it gets his team a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Dolphins.
On the ground is H.A. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Tua. A quick slant caught by Hill. He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down. Back to throw is Tua. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter. Here's Tua now on second down. And that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be the final. This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. Tua to throw again. That's hauled in at the 2. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. And he will score! Game on! Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting? Mike, there's not a lot of ways to break this play down other than saying you get the wide open target, you have the play you want, you're aggressive going for 2, you just got to catch the ball.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. George Pickens and the Steelers offense heading back onto the field. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Here's 2. That's over the middle, caught by Tyree. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Tua now on 1st down. That's taken in by Achane. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Achane. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Once again, it's Achane. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Tua going to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Tua. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. That is caught to the goal line and Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
Now a big play here. Dolphins will go for two.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
To throw is Tua. He'll swing that out wide. And a big collision there. Down near the goal line. Keeps him out of the end zone. So the lead is down to just two now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
On first down, it's Harris. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. A pass taken in by Harris. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down.
They run it over center with Harris. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second.
They'll drop to throw.
At the 33-yard
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the handoff, it's Harris. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Another run here with Harris. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Fields. He'll get this out to his running back. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. He'll run with Harris. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. From the gun, here's Tua. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. And it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. Now a first down throw for Tua. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over.